Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Barakah Kodash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who ruled and teach well. In peace and salutations to Ya'akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the brother Ra'aya with another video, and I'm going to start it off in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, which is what the men of the Lord are doing, the prophets of the Most High, chiefly through GMS, a great millstone, by reading the scriptures and watching the news and filtering the news through the scriptures, and then going out onto the highways and byways to preach this word, as well as put up video epistles like this to let you Israelites and you heathen nations know what times you're living in, which the times we're living in right now are the last seconds of these last days before the second coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly refers to as so-called Jesus Christ, and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, which will be eternal and ruled by the Israelites, the true Israelites, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, visit the world for all the wickedness that's been committed on it by you people. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And if you have that spiritual eye salve, you can clearly see that the end is manifesting right before you. You're seeing these end time signs either take place or begin to take place. Some examples being, as it said in verse 3, earthquakes, which are happening damn near daily all across the planet, and uproars of the people in the world. And there are uproars going on damn near across the entire planet. And they're only going to get worse as we get closer and closer to Yahushua making his second coming. And besides the earthquakes and the uproars of the people, you're going to see even more pestilences, famines, wars, and rumors of wars, nations rising against nations, or those race wars, and kingdom against kingdom, etc., etc. But in this video, I'll be dealing with the uproars of the people in the world, and I'll be profiling a few clips from Ripley's YouTube channel showing the protests happening in different places all across the planet. The first clip I'm going to go to is titled, Yemen, Protesters Burn French Flag Following Macron's Islam Comments in Aden. I'm only going to play a little bit of each of these clips due to time. And the second clip I'm going to go to is titled, Chaos in Rome as Protesters Clash with Police Over COVID Restrictions Amid New Cases. It's not just in Rome where people are protesting COVID restrictions. It's happening all over Europe, as we'll see in this next clip titled "Protests Flare Up Across Europe as New Curfews and Lockdowns Introduced to Curb Spike of COVID Cases." In the UK, I'm going to put this video on mute because it's got music in it and I don't want to get a copyright strike. Again, in Rome, Italy. Let's skip this and get to the next part. In Naples, Italy. Berlin, Germany. And there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Warsaw, Poland. For like as all in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Dublin, Ireland. See that clip. Next clip's happening in Indonesia. Thousands protest omnibus law on jobs for third straight day.
Mahasiswa, bukan hanya dari mahasiswa, tapi seluruh elemen masyarakat Indonesia menolak, mencederai Indonesia sampai sekarang ini.
Next clip titled Chile, Police Fire Water Cannons at Anti-Government Protesters in Santiago. next clip, titled Pakistan, protesters stamp on photos of Macron in Karachi. I'm gonna jump to this part right here. And they're burning up an effigy of President Emmanuel Macron. On to the next clip. In Poland, police remove protesters blocking parliament as demonstrations continue against abortion ban.
Siadajcie! Więcej nas! Chodźcie tu, kurwa, wołajcie ich! Chodźcie tutaj! Nie? Proszę się nie wyglądać. Wymów służbę! Wymów służbę! Wymów służbę! Wymów służbę! Na M4! Na M4! Na M4!
Jest przyjemnie!
Without any further ado, my last hit a little closer to home in the good old US of A. In Philadelphia, USA, protesters and police clashed during second night of Washington, D.C. demonstrations. Well, not in Philadelphia, but in Washington, D.C. earthquakes in diverse places, and uproars of the people in the world in diverse places. And it's going to get a hell of a lot hotter before everything's said and done, mainly by nuclear heat. But now I'm going to close it out in Luke chapter 10, verse 23 to 24, because these are some very beautiful times we're living in, Akim. If you're truly about this truth, you should be excited to see these things happen, because the times we're living in right now are the times many kings and prophets in the past had hoped to live in, because they would know that it was the end times and that the next thing to come would be the kingdom of heaven, which will be eternal. And this is Yahushua speaking to his disciples. And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. And he was telling his disciples in the past how blessed they were to see the first coming of the Messiah, the Hamashiach. But as it says in Romans chapter 15, everything written aforetime was written for our learning. So he's speaking to his disciples today, telling them how blessed they are to be at the times before the second coming of the Hamashiach and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven and the downfall of their enemies, these heathen nations, chiefly the Edomites of the so-called white people. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So with this being the case, you Akim out there should be pushing this word as hard as you possibly can, having all 10 toes down in this truth to make your calling and election sure, so you can hope to have that protective hedge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai over you for when Jacob's trouble really pops off and you get beamed up onto the chariots and are of the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, the elect. So with this video, I hope you sincere Akim are edified. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.